जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जी की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री श्री राधा नयननाथ जी की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्र सचिशील भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्र सचिशील भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस तत्र सचिशील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंस शिल गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिल जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवरे की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरो श्री जुता पादा कमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. We are in preparation of Kartik Vrata or Damodar Vrata or Niyam Seva Vrata or Urja Vrata. This is all same. Yesterday we were hearing about Bhajan Rahasya book written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. This was his last book. After that he wrote some small like one Svaniyam Dashakam, some like Ashtakam, like this, but not as a book. And then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, yesterday we were hearing his introduction to this book, that in this context, what means Archan and what means Bhajan, which is described in the body of this book. It means if there is one Kanishtadikari and he serves Diti, that is good. That is one stage of devotion. But this is not the same as total bhajan, which means when one realized his eternal self and his eternal delightful relation with Krishna in Leela as a bosom friend, and then he will enter into bhajan domain. There he wrote that after practicing sadhana bhakti, those who have received instruction on Krishna bhakti after practicing 64 limbs of sadhana bhakti, following them, that is called bhajan rahasya. So means when one will enter into raga marg and Guru in his spiritual form as a manjari or whatever ras he will be, he will tell him, you do this seva for Radharani. This instruction will come. So following that raga marg, that is bhajan rahasya. Prabhupada wrote in that introduction we heard, and day is divided into 8 periods, day and night, and only those who are well established in their real self, they can only worship Krishna all the time, and those who are devotees, they will always incessantly, they will discuss these verses which Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave in Bhajan Rahasya, and also 11 verses of Rupa Goswami. Yesterday I told it can mean Upadeshamrita. Our Gurudev told you should read Upadeshamrita of Rupa Goswami during Kartik time. And there is another Radha Krishna or Ashtakala some poem Rupa Goswami wrote in brief about Ashtakala and other verses which are in favorable for bhajan. Those verses will be always discussed by these devotees. This we heard yesterday. Sincere servitors of Guru will always discuss these verses, being completely relieved from the influence of material time, space, and so-called deserving or undeserving persons of this world. Those who have reached by sadhana bhakti, kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya bhavas sadhana vidha, nitya siddhasya bhavasya prakatam hridi sadhyata. The point or the goal of sadhana bhakti is to get bhava bhakti. That will be manifested in the heart. So those who have manifested this, they have realized their real self, then Ashtakali Lila will automatically appear in their heart, we heard. Then what they will serve in Lila, in their Siddha Deho, in their Swarup, that is Bhajana Hasa. That is totally beyond this worldly time, space, anything. They have nothing to do with this. They are fully immersed there. So yesterday I told that I will read some important verses which our Gurudev he quoted in his Kartik handbook. Every day we will hear this. This is in first period. Paramapavan Krishna Tahara Charan Nishkapata Shraddha Soho Koroho Bhajan Jarnam Surjavas Antare Praveshi Dvangsa Kore Mahapap Anda Kararashi Eishikastake Kohe Krishna Lila Krom Ihate Bhajan Krome Lila Raudgom Pratame Pratam Shlok Bhaja Kichudin Dvitiya Shlokete Tobe Ho Topravin Chari Shloke Kramashak Bhajana Pakka Koro Pancham Shlokete Nijo Siddho Deho Boro Oi Shloke Siddha Dehe Radha Pada Shray Aramba Korya Krome Unati Udoy Chaya Shlok Bhajite Anarta Dure Gelo Tobe Jana Siddha Dehe Adhikara Hoilo Adhikarna Lobya Siddha Deho Bhave Viparjay Buddhi Janme Shaktiro Abhave Savadane Krama Dhoro Jodi Siddhi Chao Sadur Charita Deki Shuddha Buddhi Pao Siddha Deho Peye Krome Bhajana Korile Ashtakal Seva Sukh Anayase Mile Shikastaka Chinta Koro Smarana Kirtan Krome Ashtakal Seva Hobe Udipon Sakala Anarta Jabe Pave Premadhon Chaturvarge Phalgu Prai Hobe Adarshan. So our Gurudev gave translation every morning, first Yam Kirtan, Nishanta Bhajan. Gurudev was reciting this and he wrote also in English, Krishna is the supreme redeemer or rescuer or purifier. His lotus feet should be worshipped with firm faith and without deceitfulness. Means no any other desires. Deceitfulness for Jiva means any other desire other than the service of Krishna. Because Jiva is eternal servant of Krishna. So having other engagements, that is deceitfulness. So without deceitfulness, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, Bancha, that is deceitfulness. And with firm faith, one should worship Krishna, who is the only one who can rescue us from this Maya and give us service. Glow of the holy name, or like Nama Bhas, not full manifestation of name, only like light before sun rises, that Arunodoy, there is some light but not sun yet out. Some light is there. That light is already enough that thieves who are stealing in the night, they will run away. So like that, glow of the holy name, like dawn or sunrise entering into the heart, will destroy all great sins and remove all kinds of nescience, deep darkness. That is enough. We have example, Ajamil. Ajamil chanted Nama Bhas, calling his son Narayan out of fear, from the core of heart, he called Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. And though he was indicating his son, but Narayan heard that name, and it works. There it is written, like if you put hand in fire, fire will work. Whether you know it will burn or not, it will work. So that is enough to remove all reaction of sinful activities. Totally removed. From million lives, all sins were destroyed. Even he got mukti, liberation. Yamadutas, they came to him, but Vishnudutas stopped. No, why you are taking him? Then they said he did so many sins. He didn't do any prayashchita, any atonement. Then Vishnudutas said, you don't know what is actually dharma, what is adharma, you don't know. He chanted Narayan name in front of you. And our Gurudev explained, because there was no any offense in him to Vishnu and Vaishnava, that is why that Nama Bas appeared. But if there is any offense, then that Nama Bas will not appear. So then Ajamil, he was hearing Harikatha from Vishnudutas, what they spoke to Yamadutas. That inspired him to worship. He thought that I did this sinful, this is very bad. And after that hearing Harikatha from Sadhu Sangha, then he went to Haridwar and took shelter in one Vishnu temple, and there he was doing bhajan of Vishnu, chanting name with Sambandha Gyan, hearing this Harikatha. Then after 12 years, same Vishnu Dutas, they came to take him to Vaikuntha. So by Nama Bas we will get liberation. But by Shuddhanam, that means with relation with Krishna, then we will get Prem and Vaikuntha. So even by Namabhas, then what to speak of Shuddhanam? This is the point here. Gradual sequential development of the pastimes of Krishna is narrated in Shikastaka. By this sequence of bhajan, pastimes will be manifested. Yesterday I told that in this Bhajan Rahasya book it is shown by Bhaktivinoda Thakur that Shikastaka verse, then stage of devotion, and one lila of 8 periods, they are all corresponding to each other. This verse means this stage, and this verse means this lila, like this. So here he is telling this. At first, the first verse of Shikastaka is to be practiced for some days. Thereafter, you become eligible for practice of second verse. First verse means Shraddha. And then what we have to do? Parang Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Shri means Radharani, Krishna means Krishna. And Sankirtan means Samyak Kirtan, complete Kirtan means Nam Rup Gun Lila, and also without offenses, and in association with bona fide devotees. Gurudev told this Shri Krishna Sankirtan means chanting of Mahamantra without offenses and with devotees, and also to speak the glories of Nam Rup Gun Lila. All this is called as Sankirtan. So by this Sankirtan, if we practice sincerely, then all these effects will come. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj explained that if someone does Nishkama Karma Yoga, there are, there is Sakam Karma and Nishkam Karma. Sakam means they will follow Varnashram Dharma and duties and do yagyas, all these things they will do, but with some desire. I want to get good birth in next life. I want to get money, fame. I want to go to heavenly planets. That is Sakam. But higher than that is Nishkam Karma. They will do as a matter of duty, not wanting to enjoy any kind of result. So that Nishkama Karma will purify your heart. In Gita you will find you purify your heart. Then you become eligible for Gyan. And Gyan will give you liberation. And Srila Bhakti Sridhar Goswami Maharaj explained that by chanting Harinam, you get this fruit automatically. Cheto Darpana Marjanam means purification of heart. And Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam, this forest fire of material existence will be extinguished. That is liberation. That you will get by Harinam. There is no need to go those processes. By Harinam you will get. And more than that, you will get Shreya Koyarva Chandrika, Supreme Lord's appearance. That is positive side. You will get a relation with Krishna, all goodness, and then whereas Supreme Lord is like a sun, it will reveal everything. Like sun reveals everything, when Supreme Lord appears in her, then all knowledge is there. Vidya Badhujivanam, everything is there, all complete knowledge. And of course, bliss. Anandamvudi Bharanank and Pratipadam, that all these effects you will get by chanting Harinam without offenses. With mala, without mala, and with sankirtan, with devotees. This. So that is first verse. Then you become eligible for practice of second verse. Of course, when we practice first verse, the first effect will come, this Cheto Darpana Marjanam, and this effect will be shown in second verse, this mood, that you will feel that I have, the Supreme Lord is so merciful, but it is my misfortune, my dirty heart, so many offenses and other desires are there. Because of that, I have no liking to chant, no interest, no liking to chant Harinam. There in Bhajan Rahasya in second chapter you will find Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains about this misfortune, what it means. He has many meaning, this misfortune, all anarthas, all these things. So one who has achieved some level of purity of heart, he can notice those things. Then he will regret, and that will make him humble. And with this humbleness, if he will chant, then gradually he will purify. Once also Gurudev told me that like if someone like becomes angry due to some circumstance, then it is not good. Then he may say, but it automatically happened, like by nature. It is not that I wanted, but it happened. Then Gurudev told, even this kind of blame to our nature we cannot give. Like release ourselves from responsibility and blaming the nature. That is, will not be correct. Why? Because by our previous actions, we created that nature. We acquired that nature by our activities. So, without blaming anyone else, even without blaming our nature, we should sincerely, from the core of heart, chant Harinam. Then gradually we can purify that nature. So, this purification will come if we sincerely chant Harinam without blaming anyone, even our own nature. Because it is by us we acquired that material conditioning like that. So then in second verse we have to regret all these anarthas and aparadas, and with humbleness we should chant. Then by careful practice of the 4 verses of Shikastaka, gradually you acquire maturity in bhajan. Maturity here means all these other desires will be removed. Nadhanam, najanam, nasandri. Only you will want causeless devotion to Krishna. That is maturity. After that, be eligible for achieving your realized eternal spiritual form by practicing the 5th verse. Being well established in the 5th verse, get the service of the lotus feet of Radharani by attaining realized form. Advancement of bhajan will begin from this and will be developed. After being competent in realizing the transcendental sweet ecstatic feelings through practice of 6th verse, your attachment for ulterior reverse desires will be removed totally. Then actually you will be entitled to get eternal realized spiritual form. So here it seems like little confusing, that is why I will explain. When one attains the level of 4th verse or ruchi, that time already Prabhupada wrote in Upadeshamrita, one can start Raganuga sadhana after attaining the stage of ruchi. He will feel certain attraction for certain seva. When he will hear Leela, he will feel certain, and Guru will engage him. But here Bhaktivinoda Thakur told that in the 5th verse, that is Asakti, that is even more safe, one will attain Siddha Deho and will accept the shelter of Radharani. If you are in Maduras, our Guru Vargas, they are in Maduras, they want to give this, then you will take the shelter of Radharani and advancement of bhajan will begin from this. We heard what is bhajan in this context, means to serve in lila. Then why again it is said that at 6th verse anarthas will be totally removed and then you will get your spiritual form. Why it is said like that? It is confusing, we may think. The point is that on the stage of ruchi or asakti, you may get some glimpse, some little realization, slight realization, but enough to give you right direction. And Guru also, he may reveal to you. Once one Vaishnava told me that I should ask my Gurudev about my Siddha Deha. Then in private, I asked Gurudev that Vaishnava told me this, that I have to ask. Then Guru said, there is no need to ask for that. When you will do bhajan in a regulated manner, Shravan, Kirtan and all this, then when your heart will be purified of anarthas, then your Gurudev himself will come to you and give you this. In his spiritual form, he will come to you. There is no need to ask him. He will know and he will come to you in his spiritual form. Maybe Gurudev already disappeared, but spiritual form, that is eternal. When you will become eligible, then Gurudev will appear and he will engage you in that lila seva according to your attraction. So advancement of bhajan can start from this point. But that time you are still slightly in connection with this world. You will find in Madhurya Kadambini of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he wrote that at the stage of Nishtha, certain anarthas are destroyed up to a certain extent. Then at Ruchi, certain anarthas up to this extent, like this Sakti. Even at the stage of Bhava, some name and fame desire may come. But in Prema, that is fully pure. Also in Bhajan Rahasya, Bhaktivinoda Thakur told these stages, Shraddha, Sadhu, Sanganarthan, all, he said that up to the stage of Bhava, you have to be careful not to have bad association, because in bad association, desire for name and fame pratishta can come. That will make you fall down. It is very dangerous, this pratishta. Desire for name and fame. So there are 4 anarthas there. Madhurya Kadambini Vishwanath Thakur told, those which are arising from past pious activities, those which are arising from past sinful activities. There are some anarthas which are coming out of bhakti sadhana also, like this name and fame, la puja pratishta, these things, Taranga, Rangini, trying to enjoy facilities which are provided by becoming devotee, and aparat, these 4. And there he explains on which level, like for example at Nishtha, this type of anartha, how much they are destroyed. Little, more completely, fully like this, up to the stage of bhava. So, but at the stage of nishta, anarthas are cleared so much that you will have constant sadhana. Then ruchi will come, asakti. So you will be able to do bhajan, but you are not yet fully liberated. That will come at the stage of bhava. So that is why here Bhaktivinoda Thakur told that at that time you will attain your realized spiritual form on the stage of bhava, on liberated platform. Before you can get some realization and you can follow that seva inside, but actual realization or adhikar means attainment, you will attain at the stage of bhava. That is why here chai shlok bajite anartha dure gelo, তবে জানো সিধা দেখে অধিকার হইল, you have attained at the bhava stage. That is 6th verse of Shikastaka. When 8 principal modes of transcendental ecstatic feelings will be revealed, the criterion of your attainment of safety region is achieved. 8 Ashta Sattvic Bikar, 8 ecstatical symptoms. We are singing that song during Kartik, that Aparada Phole Mama Chitta Velubaja Sama Tuana Manalobika. Then they are narrated there. Gada Gada Swara Kantu Upajabo Mukebola. That 8 ecstatical symptoms like shivering of body, paleness, then choking of the voice, crying. 8 there you will see in that song. So when these symptoms will be naturally manifested on bhava, nayanang galat ashrudhare gadanang grude gira, nayanang galat ashrudhare badanang gadgada rude gira, pulakir nichitam bapu kadatavanam grahnavish. Mahaprabhu told this 6th verse means bhav stage, ecstatical symptoms they will manifest. Then you can understand, yes, now safety region, now no more connection with Maya, and you are in Siddha Deho and you are doing, but it will further develop into Prem. Bhav is like a kiran, like a ray of Prema. Without the manifestation of these ecstatic feelings, if any aspirant sadhaka poses to get that realized, I got it, I'm Gopi, I'm Manjari, I'm this, he will say, but he's not on that stage like Sahajiyas, they will say like this, then it will be cause of disaster to him due to lack of intrinsic spiritual force from within. He's not on that stage, spiritually speaking. He may imagine, I'm Manjari, I'm this, and I'm realized soul, I'm Siddha, then he will fall down because he's not on that platform, spiritually not there. So this we have, yes. Then here Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, if the aspirant wants to get realized state, he should very carefully accept the gradual procedure. Savdhane krom dhoro jodi siddhi chao. Very carefully you have to follow gradual procedure. Shikastaka Upadeshamrita, what Gurudev is instructing, strictly following the direction of pure devotee sadhu, which is the only way of getting eternal pure devotional wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom is different thing. Knowledge, having some information, is one thing, but wisdom means realized knowledge. So that we can get only by following gradual procedure given by bona fide Guru. After being eligible for getting eternal realized spiritual form, by sincere bhajan, the aspirant can attain easily transcendental blissful service of 8 periods of pastimes of Radha Krishna. Krome Shikastaka Sida deho peye krome bhajana korile. Ashtakal seva sukh onayase mile. Very easily you will get. That will automatically manifest. That Ashtakali Lilam Bhava stage. And your real self in relation to Radha Krishna, you will realize. And what is your seva? Guru will give you seva. Guru in his Manjari Swarup will give you seva. Then it will be natural and easily you will attain that, and that's the platform. By sincere bhajan, the aspirant can attain easily transcendental blissful service of 8 periods of pastimes of Radha Krishna. Service of 8 periods of pastimes of Radha Krishna will be gradually manifested by incessantly thinking, remembering, and singing of the 8 verses of Shikastaka. By this devotional practice, all ulterior desires will be removed, means anarthas. The highest wealth of transcendental divine love, prema, will be achieved, and undercurrent flow of desires for chaturvarga, means 4 objects of human pursuits, mundane virtue, dharma, wealth, artha, sensuous enjoyment, kama, and desire for salvation, that is moksha, will disappear, totally will disappear. Getting that prema, there is no any other this desire. So how this is possible? By thinking about, remembering and singing the 8 verses of Shikastaka and practicing, like we are doing for Kartik Vrata. We are reciting these verses daily and hearing explanation from Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, and also song explanation of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur for each verse. Then comes that Govinda Lilamrita verse of Radha Krishna Lila and Bhaktivinoda Thakur song. So this we have to do for full month. This practice was introduced by Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, our Gurudev told, because we have to hear about this lila so that we will understand that there is such sweet realm with sweet pastimes, with sweet associates of Krishna, so that we may get that greed to attain it, lobha. For this purpose it is given. But it is not that everyone will get immediately. That is only for Kartik Vrata. We are practicing in a regulated manner, and all other times we are doing sadhana according to instructions. Then when that day will come, when our heart will be purified by this practice, then that natural love for Krishna will awaken in specific desire. Like in Jaiva Dharma we read Vijay Kumar and Brajanath. They are doing bhajan, Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, under the guidance of their Gurudev. 64 limbs of devotion they are doing, and with great sincerity and very intensely. Then when their heart is pure, then they were hearing Krishna Lila from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto. Then in Brajanath, natural desire came in his heart, I want to serve Krishna like Subal does. And Vijay Kumar, he naturally came in his heart that strong desire, transcendental desire. It has to be genuine, that I want to serve like Lalita Sakhi does. Then Guru instructed them accordingly. So when that day will come, then we will also get that seva in Lila by Gurudev. So then this verse is very important, and this one also. This is in second period, but just for preparation we will hear this during Kartik. ekanta bhakter matra kirtan smaran, onyo parve ruchi nahi hoy pravartan, bhavero sohit hoy Shri Krishna sevan, sorasiki bhav krome hoy udipon, ekanta bhakter kriya mudra ragodito, tatapi seisop nahi bidi viporito, sarvatyak korileo chara sukotin, pratistashe tyage jatna paive pravin, prabhate gobira ratre madhyane sandhyay, anarta charyalao namero ashroy, ei rupe kirtan smaran jai kore, ei rupe Krishna kirtan smaran jai kore, ei rupe kirtan smaran jai, some word is missing here, ei rupe kirtan smaran jai kore, Krishna kripa hoy shigra anayase tare, শ্রাদ্ধা করি সাধু সঙ্গে কৃষ্ণ নামলয়, অনার্থ সকল যায় নিষ্ঠা উপজয়, প্রাতঃকালে নিত্য লীলা করিবে চিন্তন, চিন্তিতে চিন্তিতে ভাবের হইবে সাধন। এই রূপে কীর্তন স্মরণ যেই করে, কৃষ্ণ কৃপা হয় শীঘ্র অনায়াসে তারে। Before I could not. So this is also very important. We have to understand. A pure devotee who has got one-pointed devotion to Lord has got liking only to perform devotion of chanting and remembering Shri Krishna. He cannot be persuaded to change his taste to any other form of devotion. They serve Krishna with delightful relation of love. According to their delightful relation, there is inspiration of gradual development of love. Means those who have realized their Swarup or their Siddha Deha, in particular rasa with Krishna, they are Ekanta Bhaktas in this context. And they have taste only for these two forms. They will speak about Krishna, they will do kirtan always and remember Krishna. No any other devotion forms they have interest. They will do this all the time because they realize this eternal delightful relation. Not I am eternal servant of God. This is one relation we are doing in Vaidhi Bhakti, in Archan platform. We are doing Vaidhi. But when you come to Raga platform, that is different. So here further it says, devoted devotees' all actions are inspired by pure love, originating from delightful relation. For Vaidhi Bhakti, the inspiration is scriptural injunctions and reasoning based on scriptural injunctions and order of Guru. Guru will say, you are eternal servant of Krishna, you should serve him. He is eternal master, you are his eternal servant. If you will not, you will have to go to hell. All this, that is inspiration. That is why that is not so strong. But it is beginning stage we have to do like that. Because we have so many anarthas attached in this world, so many things. So we are not inspired. So we have to be inspired in this way and ordered. But when eternal sweet delightful relation is awakened, then inspiration is not this, but inspiration is your love for Krishna. That is spontaneous, strong desire to serve Krishna, not because Shastra says, not because Guru says, or fear of death, fear of suffering, no. But because of feeling that relation with Krishna, you naturally want to serve. There is still guidance there, but not in the same way as in Vaidhi Marg. In Raga Marg also there is guidance because Guru in Manjari form, like Rupa Manjari, she will tell you what to do, what is your seva. That type of guidance, but not if you will not do this, you will go to hell. No, that is in Vaidhi. So pure love is giving them inspiration to serve. that relation. Such devotees' actions may seem to be against regulated devotion, persuaded by reverence, but the purpose of service to satisfy the object of worship is preserved in Raga Bhakti. Hence, devotion of a pure devotee with delightful relation, which gives satisfaction to the object of worship, cannot be against the purpose of devotion. Here, the point is, those who are on Vaidhi platform, they need some rules and regulations to regulate them for the service of Krishna. This you should do, this you should not do, this is sin, this is aparad, this service you have to regulate it, because we have no natural love awakened at that time. So there are certain rules you have to follow. But those who are on a Raga platform, they have natural love for Krishna. So sometimes their actions may look like they're against devotion that on rules and regulations platform. For example, our Gurudev used to tell, there was one devotee in Brajadham and he used to cook for Krishna. One day he got up a little later and he started cooking very quickly, and even he did not take bath, and he had that brush, neem brush, toothbrush like twig, and he was brushing his teeth, and with another end of the toothbrush he was stirring the kheer he was cooking for Krishna. That is, of course, impure, we may think. So then another one devotee from South India, he saw him, he said, what you are doing? This is totally wrong. This is offense. You did not take bath. You didn't do your anik, sandhya. You are, with your toothbrush, you are mixing. This is total offense. Then that devotee became afraid, and then he stopped cooking and went to take bath and do everything. Then he cooked. Then that day, Krishna appeared to that South Indian devotee, and he told him, because of you, today, I got my lunch box for going to forest very late. He was angry on him, he was chastising. I had to go to graze the cows, but there was no lunch box for me. This is very late, it's very bad. Why you disturb that devotee? So then it was shown that devotee, he was doing service of Krishna according to his lila. He was on that platform. So he saw, I'm very late. Krishna will go to forest, so quickly I have to cook. So for his satisfaction, he did. Not for any other purpose. He had that natural love. So then Krishna proved that this was not against the purpose of devotion. Purpose of devotion is to satisfy Krishna. So those who are on a Raga platform, whatever they are doing, the ultimate purpose is to satisfy Krishna. And sometimes it may look like it is not according to rules and regulations, but that will not be harmful, because the purpose of devotion is not lost, the satisfaction of Krishna. That is why you remember Banshidas Babaji Maharaj. He was on that platform, Raga Marg, fully. And he was not in preaching. That is why externally he was not following exemplary this Vaidhi Bhakti, like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did, because he has to be example for his disciples on that platform. So Prabhupada told them, to his disciples, he is a pure devotee, Banshidas Babaji, highest platform, but you should not go near him. From distance you give Dandavat Pranam to him, but don't go near him, because you will not understand his actions and you will commit offense, thinking why he's doing this, why he's smoking that tobacco, why he's putting fish around his bhajan kutir, dead fish. Then you will commit offense to him, because you cannot understand what is the purpose behind those things. But purpose is satisfaction of Krishna. In what way? they can know. Prabhupada can know, they can explain. So those who are in a raga platform, they will do only things for the satisfaction of Krishna, but outwardly it may look it is not, according to our Vaidhi practice. But again, this also we have to be very careful, that if someone is not on raga platform, like I will think, no, I don't like to follow all these rules and regulations, I will raganuga, I will do according to my own desire, then that will be sin also, offense, because you are not on that platform, you are not having natural love for Krishna awakened, your target is not the satisfaction of Krishna, only you want to avoid burden of like following rules and regulations, then you will fall down, there's no benefit there. We can renounce everything, but it is very difficult to give up the desire for name and fame. Here, renounce everything means, our Gurudev explained, there are three main other desires we have to be careful. Kanaka, Kamini, Pratishta. Kanaka means for accumulation of wealth, Kamini means for sexual enjoyment, and Pratishta means this name and that. So one may already given up desire for lady or man, for ladies both, and this for money, that one may easily give up or already given up, but it is very difficult to give up desire for name and fame. Our Gurudev said, because you cannot even notice for those things, and everyone knows that is not good. They can understand I'm doing wrong things. But for name and fame, Pratishta, that is very dangerous. You cannot detect it. It is related to your ego, false ego. So only if you keep association of superior Vaishnavas, realized Vaishnavas, then you can detect it and you can give it up. Otherwise, this is very dangerous, Pratishta. It can come in so many forms. I am great devotee, I am this, I am that, and you misbehave with others. Ami to Vaishnav ebudi hoile amani na hobo ami. And this Ami Vaishnav, what kind of Vaishnav, can be in so many ways. I am sannyasi, I am this, I am so many things, I will not say, but Gurudev can see. So that is very difficult. The wise votary who wants development of pure devotion must be very careful in regard to this. Devotee who wants raga bhakti should do harinam, giving up all ulterior desires in the morning, midnight, midday and in the evening. That is to say, always. Whole day you have to do service of Krishna, chanting Harinam, without any other desires other than serving Krishna. With this devoutness, when the said votary or sadhaka performs kirtan and smaran, he will get grace of Krishna soon and will be able to get the highest objective, by which he will be actually emancipated from all attachments. When you get higher taste, then you are liberated from lower taste. Highest objective here means Krishna Prem. Then there is no other attachments. The aspirant should utter, means say, the name of Krishna in the company of bona fide sadhus, means bona fide devotees, with firm faith. Then all ulterior desires will be removed and he will get permanent fixation of mind to the object of worship. That is nishta. When anarthas are removed to almost fully, then your mind can be fixed on Krishna always, and you can always do, constantly you can do sadhana. That is trinadapi sunichana tarorapi sahisnuna amanina manadena, no desire for name and fame, and giving due respect to others. In that state, you can do Kirtanya Sadahuri. Because Krishna is eternal, I am eternal, a relation is eternal, so devotion will be eternal. So that is why they're constantly doing Harinam. Not on Mala all the time, but doing Harinam all the time, while doing other services, anything, all the time Harinam is going on. And in this constancy you need to reach then Ruchi and then Sakti and Rak, these things on Bhap. So that is why our Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, he gave this program for Kartik month because it is most auspicious to practice this in a regulated manner. Again, I will repeat, daily we have to sing Damodarashtaka because it's Damodar month and with meaning, you have to understand the meaning. Then daily we have to offer a lamp to Bhagavan, if possible to Tulsi and to the sky. And then hear Srimad Bhagavatam, which during Kartik means Gajendra Moksha, and after finishing Gajendra Moksha, Damodara Lila, how Jashoda bound Krishna. There are always two fingers less. Two fingers means one finger is our sincere desire to serve, our sincere effort of service. Another is Krishna's grace. By our sadhana we can attract Krishna's grace, then when he will bless, then we can attain. Otherwise impossible. Both must be there. Jashoda was trying constantly, never giving up for the service of Krishna. Then Krishna accepted and she got. Then this, for Kirtan Smaran, we have to do this Shikastaka and Lila. We have to hear about and sing, remember, and there is one more Harikatha in the afternoon. That is, our Gurudev started Shikastaka with the commentary of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabhupada. After that, he did Upadeshamrita with the commentary of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabhupada. And in Chandigarh I saw in some places, if there was time, then Gurudev in morning Harikatha, when otherwise it is generally Chaitanya Charitamrita, at that time Gurudev used to explain this Bhajan Rahasya book. In some mats I saw they are doing in the afternoon Bhajan Rahasya in that Harikatha, and some they do Jaiva Dharma also is there. But if not in that Harikatha, then at least we should remember during Kartik time these Upadeshamrita verses, because Shikastaka already we are remembering every day, but Upadeshamrita also is very necessary to at least to get idea what is these 11 verses and practice Upadeshamrita, very important. Then if we sincerely do, then our heart will be purified and we will get devotion to Krishna, and hopefully we can awaken that transcendental greed for service in Radha Krishna Lila. That greed, Gurudev told, that lobha, that greed, that will take you to that realm. But it must be transcendental, real, genuine. And Gurudev will know if it is. Then, like when you are in school, Gurudev giving means teacher will give some class. Then you have to hear that and learn. Then after some time there will be exam. Then Guru means teacher will ask questions. Then you will have to answer or write down. Then if you pass that exam, then is it necessary to say to teacher, now teach me next lesson? No. teacher already knows. Now he understood this lesson. He passed the test. Now I have to teach him next. There is no need for me to tell him. He knows this. Like that, Gurudev told me, you do bhajan in a regulated manner, by the mark, under the guidance of bona fide Guru. Then, when you will pass this test, there is one song Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote. There is one line there, Bidi marga rotto jone, svadhinata ratna dane, raga marge kora no pravesh. When one will do Vaidhi Bhakti under the guidance of bona fide Guru, then by that practice he will get independence from that mark. Independence. Then he will enter into Raga mark. So when you will become eligible, when you will become qualified, Guru will know. That time he himself will engage you in Raganuga sadhana. That is internal. Outwardly looks same. Chanting this, all that is same. But that will come from inside. That revelation, what seva you should do in Radha Krishna Lila, that will be internally practiced. You cannot understand outside who is doing what. So we have to be, this is most important, Amanina Mana Dena Kirtanya Sadahuri, that will give us entrance into higher stages. So this we have to practice. Tomorrow, I don't know whether I will come live or not, because next day I'm going to Sri Navadip Dham, to Mayapur. Maybe I will come or not, I'm not sure, depends how much busy I will be tomorrow. But I'm praying your all blessing that I may do, that I may observe Kartik Vrata as per instruction of Gurudev and for Krishna's satisfaction. And maybe from there, maybe after Kartik, I can maybe go sometimes live. I will see according to situation. So let Gurudev bless us all. And also we have to pray to Nrsimha Bhagavan to remove all obstacles in bhajan, in practice for this Kartik Vrata. And then we'll see what Krishna will arrange further. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol 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 Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Gandharvika Giridhari Jiv ki Jai Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shishi Radha Madan Mohan Panchatatatmak Shri Gaura Huri ki Jai Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shishi Radha Nayananath Jiv ki Jai Jai Shri Gaura Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai Jai Patit Pavan Shila Gurudev ki Jai Jai Shila Parang Gurudev ki Jai Jai Shila Prabhupada ki Jai Jai Shri Rupanuga Guruvare ki Jai Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashanakari Shri Nri Shingadev ki Jai Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Brinda ki Jai Jai Samagata Bhakta Brinda ki Jai Jai Shri Bhajendra Hasya ki Jai Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai Gaur Pramanande Hari Bol. Thank you all. Dandavat Pranam. Hari Bol.